Hello again. So now I'm going to talk about a recent trip I took to Asia. Interestingly enough, American Sign Language and Thai Sign Language have a different sign for Asia, but they both relate to the geography of the continent. Anyway, I recently took a trip to Bangkok, the capital of Thailand. I have to admit I felt really overwhelmed experiencing this new culture. I had to learn their rules and policies and what their cultural norms are. One night, some friends and I went out for a fancy dinner at a rooftop restaurant. I wore a really pretty dress and sandals. When I got to the restaurant, they told me I have to change my shoes. You see, in Thai culture, the feet are considered the dirtiest part of the body, and it would have been offensive for me to dine in this formal environment with my toes exposed. So they gave me a pair of white shoes that covered my toes for me to use during dinner. I obliged, but I was really not happy about this. The shoes did not match my dress, and it really threw me off. I played it cool and stuck it out, but when we got to the table, I was feeling really uncomfortable. I felt funny. I didn't feel right. The shoes almost felt sticky to me. I think I have a touch of OCD or something. Anyway, I decided I needed to go get my shoes back. So I took the white shoes off and went all the way to the front of the restaurant to ask for my shoes back. Since we were unable to communicate, I pointed at the white shoes and gestured to the host that I want my sandals back. The host was absolutely flabbergasted. They told me to put the shoes down. I couldn't understand what was wrong. I was just asking for my sandals back. Again, they told me to drop the shoes on the floor. They just kept pointing at the floor. I got nervous and dropped the shoes on the floor. We were obviously suffering some communication breakdown because I had no idea what was happening. The host picked the shoes up and with the tips of their fingers put them away. Again, I gestured for my sandals back. The host started to become agitated and gestured that they would bring them to my table. When I got back to my table, my friends all saw what was going on, and they had this look on their face like, what is April up to now? The host carried my sandals to the table with the tips of their fingers and threw them down on the floor. I had no idea what just happened. I could not for the life of me figure out what I did wrong. I realized in Thai culture, it was considered offensive for me to carry a pair of dirty shoes through a restaurant. It would have been more appropriate for me to carry the shoes with the tips of my fingers and put them back on the floor as soon as I got to the host station. Their culture is so different from ours. The next time I travel, I'll be sure to read a travel book and make note of all these cultural differences. Nonetheless, I really enjoyed my trip, besides that one little mishap, but that's fine, you learn something new every day. I would definitely go back to Thailand, but if I'm ever in Bangkok again, I'll be very careful about the way I carry my shoes. Well, thank you for listening.